I was just choking, I couldn't do anything about it. And Bren heard me and came out into the kitchen. And I don't remember much after that.
So I was thumping his back over the kitchen sink, and I just watched him turn the colour of that shirt, basically. I could do nothing.
Just, I suppose hearing it for the first time, being like really in depth, exactly what happened when Brendan was saying that he was thumping his back and just, I don't know, I didn't like it. It was just really horrible.
When I was 7 years old, my dad was diagnosed with Kennedy's disease. He lives with my stepmum and full-time carer Brenda. KD is a strand of motor neuron, which is a muscle wasting disease, and there is no cure. I've had to grow up seeing my dad deteriorate over the years, and in the past have avoided visiting him because I've been finding it hard to face up to the reality of what it's like living with KD.
I want to see how he's coping, personally, how's he coping. He hides it from me, I'm his youngest daughter, he doesn't want me to know things. I want to know how it is so I can deal with it in the future better. I mean, I can come here and I won't have to keep crying all the time or going away, getting upset about it, and just have a better relationship with him.
It's a relatively rare condition, but actually there are about 1,500 patients in the UK with Kennedy's disease, so not so rare that it's never seen. If the genetic mutation is on the X chromosome, if a man has that mutation on his X chromosome, there's nothing to compensate. So he will get the disease, whereas you as a woman have two X chromosomes, you'll have a normal X chromosome and one with a mutation on it that provides compensation, and therefore the disease does not really manifest in women, except very rarely some people get cramps and minor weakness, but it's unusual.
I want to find out more about KD, so I've been in contact with another sufferer, Bob, who can hopefully tell me what the future holds for my dad.
So my dad was diagnosed, I would say, I think it's around 12 years ago, and he got misdiagnosed at the beginning. What was your experience when you found out about KD, like what happened?
It was a shock. Well, two things. One, relief that it wasn't ALS. As I told you, they had told me whichever I'd got, there was no cure. It would be progressive, and they could treat some of the symptoms.
Have you ever had the opportunity to actually go and meet somebody else with Kennedy's disease and meet up with them?
No, spoken to one on the phone. He was old and had problems in speaking. Subsequently died. Other than that, I have never met, apart from brother, I've never met another person with it. Guys, I'll let you pick your own up. This isn't nerves, this is normal. Right. Drugs. Because I have great problems in swallowing and suffer from a lot of spasms, which shuts my airway off. I can't take tablets normally, and therefore they have to be crushed up and injected into my stomach. Now it sounds horrendous, but you'll see that it's not, because I've got a little device that's permanently in my stomach that you will see, and the drugs are just passed through it. That's it. It's as simple as that. And without having this fitted, this interview wouldn't be taking place because I probably wouldn't be here. I lost so much weight that I wasn't going to survive. It's as simple as that.
Well, I've seen Bob and spending the day with him, like on my own and stuff. I think I really need to kind of go and see my dad and stay there to see what it's like. Bob was asking me all these questions and I couldn't really answer them because I don't know anything about my dad. I don't tell my dad anything, he doesn't really know much about my life. So actually having that conversation with him and it being personal and doing that, we've never done it. I see my stepdad more as a figure. Make it sad as well. Yeah, it does make me sad. Yeah.
But you want to change it?
I don't think it would change. I think it'd be nice just to have for him to be more involved in my life.
Hello. Hiya. I'm fine, darling. How are you? Oh, it's nice to see you. Come in.
Sorry,
You can get in.
Hello.
Did you have a good journey?
Yeah.
Cool. Big hugs.
What's your worst fall?
One I had in Chertsey where I took my shoulder out. Do you remember that?
No.
And you came to the hospital to see me. Oh, right.
So I must have been 7.
Minus 2.5.
Round about that, yeah. Yeah, she was young.
Do you think you lost your independence?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. To a degree, I got it back when we got the buggy and that sort of thing.
Mm.
But I still feel stifled sometimes.
Alright, Dad, you ready?
Oh, blimey. Well, put that back on and the bottom piece of that comes off.
Oh yeah. I saw your big block of cheese in there.
Yeah, I've got to order some more.
The veggies are quite al dente, Steph, but I like them like that. Do you need anything else?
No.
When Bob told me he had not met anyone else with KD, I thought it would be a brilliant opportunity for him and my dad to be introduced.
Remember names?
My name's Brenda,
Brenda.
and this is Brian.
Brian. That's
Oh,
me.
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Well done. Put you down a bit.
So you were misdiagnosed, weren't you?
Yeah.
Initially.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
misdiagnosed long enough for us to go out to Disney World, spend all our money,
Florida.
come back again, and then they re-diagnosed us and said, oh no, you will be around for a long time,
Yeah.
but you won't have any money.
So when we spent all our savings,
I tell. Yeah.
we decided we'd make the most of the few years we'd got left and spent all the savings and did everything we wanted, just to be told actually.
Yeah.
Well, I was extremely lucky.
Yeah.
In that the initial diagnosis from the test results of these muscle things, you have the
Muscle
needle in the
probes,
end.
yeah.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really great fun. You could recommend that to your enemies, couldn't you? There's always someone worse, and I can appreciate that your father is further down the line than me with his legs.
Yeah.
But and I'm struggling more with my throat, so you know, we can certainly share stories, but a lot of empathy, because he's suffered the same kind of problems that I've had, and vice versa. Yeah.
Brian, can I just ask how you felt when you went to see Bob?
Apprehensive, not quite knowing how I'd cope with it. It was good when we started chatting and that. He puts you at ease.
It does.
Like him, it's really the first one that I've met, or first person I've met that had KD.
Did you think it was more difficult than you thought it would be, love?
Initially, yeah.
Was that because of seeing how he
Or what he has to cope with?
Yeah, I think so.
And yet I thought he was quite upbeat. Well, upbeat, is that the right word to use? Thought he was quite positive.
Yeah, but you have to live with what you got, don't you?
That's right, yeah.
Going to Bob's, it made me realise how much he has, you know, he can't walk as far anymore. He doesn't really walk around, and my dad just sits around most of the day. He's either in his chair, or he's in the computer room, or he's in, you know, in his bed. I don't really see that side, like Brenda said. I don't really see that side. After avoiding the topic for 4 days, I want to sit down with my dad and find out how he's really feeling.
Like with me and Charlotte coming around, like I don't really feel that you've really told us really how it is, because obviously we're your kids. I mean, is that true? Like,
Yeah. I don't like the idea of you being carriers, but there's nothing you can do about that. And to a degree, I think you blame yourself. I mean, you noticed more my going downhill because you haven't seen me on a daily sort of basis.
mm.
If you see someone on a daily basis, then you can say, oh yes, it's going downhill slowly. But if someone sees you, you know, after a long period or whatever it is, it's a bit of a shock.
I know I don't come round. I don't really come round much, which I should do. I do feel guilty.
You haven't got to do anything. You've got a life.
Are you scared about what's going to happen?
Me? Yeah, I am. It's when you go through these, we go to conferences
Yeah.
where they have the doctors and all that there, and they try and give you some hope, and they say, yes, we're looking at it, we're sorting it, you know. But you think, well, it won't be in my lifetime. I'm still here.
I'm really sorry. I feel so guilty.
Drown me now.